and their manager Philippe Clement. The two teams are in the tunnel, waiting to step out onto the Ibrox surface. Rangers with a disappointing 1-0 loss away at Kilmarnock at the weekend. They will be wanting to put things right tonight, especially as they have already suffered defeat in the UEFA Europa League phase. This is match day 3, 1 win and 1 loss for Rangers so far. They're taking on an FCSB side who are 2-2 in the competition, and as a result are well up the standings at the moment. The two teams make their way out of the tunnel, greeted by a raucous atmosphere at Ibrox. Plenty of FCSB fans have made the journey from Romania. Packed house on the blue half of Glasgow this evening, taking on the red and blues from the Romanian capital. Rangers wearing the captain's armband, Leon Balogun, John Suter and Jefte. Connor Barron and Nicolas Raskin are the holding midfielders. The three ahead of them are Vaclav Cherny, Tom Lawrence and Nedim Bahrami. They have made plenty of changes. They made 6 changes, in fact, from the team that won 2-0 at the weekend against local rivals Dinamo. Stefan Taranovanu in goal is one of the 5 that keeps his place. And the 4 at the back, they're playing a 4-2-3-1 formation as well. The 4 at the back are Alexandru Pantea, Siabonga Ngazana, Joachim Dawa and Mihai Popescu. The 2 holding midfielders are Baba Al-Hassan and Malcolm Ejuma. In attack, we have Marius Stefanescu, Luis Felipe and David Nicolescu in behind Daniel Bialigia, the number 9, the centre forward for this side. A big miss for this side is Darius Olaru. 24 caps for Romania. He scored twice on match day 1 against RFS from Riga. He grabbed an assist against PAOK as well, but unfortunately he also picked up a red card, so he is suspended. Captain's armband. The substitutes for Rangers: Robin Proper, Mohamed Diamande, Kieran Dow, Naresho Kasanwio, Hamza Igamane, Liam Kelly, Ross McCausland, Robbie Fraser, Cole McKinnon, Bailey Rice, Zach Lovelace and Dujon Sterling. On the bench then for Football Club FCSB, Valentin Krejciu, Risto Radunovic, Alexandru Balodu, Octavian Popescu, Alexandru Musi, Ionut Pantieru, Daniel Popper, Vlad Kirikez, that's the former Tottenham man, William Baten and Andre Vlad. These two sides have met 6 times before down the years, 2 wins apiece and 2 draws. Rangers unbeaten from the 3 fixtures that have been played at Ibrox before. The most recent of those in the Champions League group stage in the 95-96 season. 1-1 draw here last they were then 1-0. It's Paul Gascoigne who got the Rangers goal in that home fixture. An awful lot has changed since then. And let's see what match 7 saw for us. It will be Rangers in their home kits of blue shirts, white shorts, black socks with the red tops. Blue shirts, white shorts, black socks with the red tops. Kicking us off and going from right to left as I look at things on my screen. And FCSB are all in their red away kit. Few players, some last-minute adjustments. Bandages or white socks over the top of their black socks, and the referee deems those to be against the rules, so they're having to put some black tape rather hurriedly over the top of them, so a slight delay to the kickoff here. FCSB in, as I mentioned, in a red kit. It's rather pale red. Our referee, as I mentioned, Marco Di Bello, is from Italy. All the officials tonight are from Italy, and we are underway. Rangers immediately trying to bed themselves into the FCSB half of the field. The ball came back their way and had to was under pressure there from Biligia. Rangers will try again down the right-hand side. Ball over the top doesn't quite work out. And the last touch coming off Raskin goes out. And it'll be an FCSB 4-1 defeat against Lyon at home on match day 2. Followed by victory over St Johnstone, but then second defeat in 3 the weekend against Kilmarnock has really applied the pressure. Only just gone past his 1-year anniversary in the job. The throw deep in Rangers territory. Scrap for the ball down by the touchline. And good work at the back there by Raskin. Won the ball back. Rangers trying to break out, but they lose possession of the ball in the middle third of the field. And FCSB give the ball back to Taranavanu. His clearance not the best, but it works out for his side. Picked up by Malcolm Ejuma. Back to Taranavanu again. Another rather hurried clearance, looking for the Elegia. Looking for Michalescu on the far side. Oh, and Butland, has he been caught? He has. Oh, that's an absolute nightmare. Or is it? The ball is in the back of the net. It's been put in by Michalescu, who tackled Jack Butland, and Butland's gone down in a heap. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think Butland was tackled fair and square by Michalescu. And the referee has given a foul. The decision on field is a foul against Jack Butland. Rangers far too casual there. The ball back to Butland. Michalescu just continued his run from the wing. I think that's fair and square. It's a great tackle. And you can tell just by the Rangers fans in the background, none of them are really protesting the foul. Butland slipped after Michalescu had already prodded the ball away. And there's going to be no intervention there. And I think Rangers have really got away with one there. They've taken the free kick short. Butland, Suter and Balogun now just trying to get a couple of touches to reset themselves. Rangers can consider themselves very, very lucky here. I'm shocked that VAR didn't intervene there. Our VAR referee Luca Paretto, his assistant Valerio Marini. And I don't want to sound like I'm being a bit harsh on Rangers here or against them in any way, but I think there was absolutely nothing wrong with what Michalescu did there. Butland took too many touches, was far too casual, didn't get the ball away. Michalescu knocked the ball away from him, put it in the back of the empty nets, but does not stand. FCB managed by Elias Charalambos. Only just gone past his 1-year anniversary in the job. The throw deep in Rangers territory. Scrap for the ball down by the touchline. And good work at the back there by Raskin. Won the ball back. Rangers trying to break out, but they lose possession of the ball in the middle third of the field. And FCSB give the ball back to Taranavanu. His clearance not the best, but it works out for his side. Picked up by Malcolm Ejuma. Back to Taranavanu again. Another rather hurried clearance, looking for Bielegia. Lever Michalescu on the far side. Oh, and Butland, has he been caught? He has. Oh, that's an absolute nightmare. Or is it? The ball is in the back of the net. It's been put in by Michalescu, who tackled. Bielegia on the halfway line. He's trying to get away from Barron. Does so, but his touch there was a little bit heavy. Tavernier was able to step across behind Butland, who is being a bit quicker with his clearances. Let's just say that. Still got a bit scrappy on the halfway line. Header forward by Babar Al Hassan. It breaks for Rangers again. They're trying to slip through Cyril Dessers. Dessers to the edge of the box. Great tackle out of the back there by Joyce Kim Dawa, wearing the captain's armband this evening in the absence of Darius Alaru. Great tackle from him. And he forced Dessers out wide somewhat and then didn't allow him to get the shot away or cut the ball back. Nice clean tackle. Will be a Rangers corner though. Dessers having words with the referee. I'm not too sure what he's protesting about there. Balogun and Suta up from the back then. So can Rangers create their first opportunity of the game? Into the box it goes. Headed away by Bielegia. And now a bit of a mess at the back. Al Hassan struggling to clear his lines. FCSB do just enough. It's broken back for Raskan. Raskan to the edge of the area. Shoots and forces a good save. Stefan Tarnavanu getting down well to his right. It was a reasonably nice height for him. Rangers having won the throw. Played into Jefte. Out wide again. Raskan operating on the left wing at the moment. Puts in the cross. It's a decent one. Back left Cherney brings it down and fires it over. And there was a deflection on that. It was going over, I'm fairly sure. The deflection off the head of the defender is taken out for another Rangers corner. It was Siabonga Ngazana who got in the way of that one. We're about to hit 7 minutes gone in the game. It's going to be Vaclav Cherney with an outswinger with his left foot. It's a deep cross. Head of the back, not won cleanly. And FCSB, well, I was going to say they can clear their lines, but they're struggling to do so. Cherney blocking that one. It's gone out for an FCSB throw. Still in their own third of the pitch. Cherney definitely looking pumped up for this game. Raskan also has made a bright start in particular. It's the kind of response that Philippe Clement was looking for. He said he was 200% confident the Rangers are on the right track. And he's urging fans, or he was urging fans in his press conference not to lose faith with him. After that brief hiccup when they thought they'd gone a goal down. They'll be happy with what they've seen in the early moments of this game. Still a long, long way to go though. FCSB retaining possession inside their own half. Dawa across to Ngazana, the all-African centre-back partnership. Ngazana of South Africa plays it back to Joyce Kim Dawa of Cameroon. Now Mihai Popescu. Popescu with an ambitious ball down the left-hand side, but it runs all the way through to Jack Butland and Charo Lambus on the sideline. A little bit frustrated with that one. Mihai Popescu, actually a centre-back by trade, filling in at left-back today. Started at centre-back in the 2-0 win over Dinamo Bucuresti in one of the Romanian capital derbies. It's also Rapid Bucharest, one of the big names in the capital as well, but they don't get bigger, traditionally at least, than FCSB or Steaua, as they once were. European champions in 1986, becoming the first of only two winners of the European Cup. Two Eastern European winners of the European Cup. Headed forward by Ejuma, but Rangers will come again. Cherney finds a shot. Oh, and it slipped through the goalkeeper's grasp. And Rangers are ahead. It's Tom Lawrence in the 10th minute of the game. And if the Rangers fans weren't happy with their bright starts a moment or so ago, they certainly will be now. The goalkeeper will be really frustrated with that one. It wasn't the cleanest strike from Tom Lawrence. It was a rather hopeful ball down the right-hand side to Vaclav Cherney. It looked like he lost it at one point. The FCSB unable to clear their lines. Tavernier it was who played it back to Cherney. It got inside the area and pulled the ball back to the Welsh international Lawrence, who was hovering on the edge of the area. Nobody was able to close him down quickly enough, but the goalkeeper will be so frustrated there. Curling effort by Lawrence, and he really scuffed the shot. But the sliced effort, I think, in the end made it more difficult for Taranavanu, who dived down to his left, and the ball just bounced up in front of him, made it a little bit difficult for the goalkeeper. It slipped through his fingers. He won't want to see that one again. Big puff of his cheeks from the 24-year-old in goal for the Romanian side. But it's Rangers who take the lead at home. Rangers go 1-0 up. Tom Lawrence, the goal scorer. Tom Lawrence also scored against Lyon on match day 2. Back-to-back goals for him in European competition. The Rangers are coming forward again with Bahrami. Just gets held up. Plays the ball back to Jefte. Infield to Baron. Sutar getting involved. Cherney turns away from his marker. Vaclav Cherney still going. Oh, good tackle. Good tackle by Babar Al-Hassan in the middle. When under pressure. Cleared away. Looking for the man on the left wing, Mikulescu, but he can't bring it down. It goes out of play rather harmlessly in the end. And the Rangers fans in full voice. They've seen their team go 1-0 up against FCSB. The ideal response to what was a really disappointing result out the weekend. Another long, hopeful ball is nowhere near its intended target. A really comfortable claim for Jack Butland. This is the only Europa League game that kicked off at 9 Central European time to have had a goal so far. 0-0 between Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce and Manchester United. And 0-0 between Tottenham Hotspur and AZ Alkmaar. Good result for Heart of Midlothian. They won 2-0 against Apoel Nicosia earlier today in the Europa Conference League. Chelsea winning by 4-1 against Panathinaikos. And Shamrock Rovers beating Arn in an all-Irish clash by 4-1 as well. Jefte leaves the ball behind as he tries to attack down the right-hand side. Luis Felipe and Baba Al-Hassan combine in the middle, and Al-Hassan wins a foul. 5 yards or so inside Rangers territory, and play it back to the centre-backs. Dawa, now Ngazana. To Alexandru Pantea, and infield to Luis Felipe. We haven't seen too much of the Brazilian so far in this game. Ball just looped from Popescu back to Dawa. Draws Gers towards him, and it's been given away again by FCSB inside their own half of the field, but a little bit audacious this time. Tom Lawrence with the forward pass. It's been given away. Not that FCSB can profit, because Juma has lost the ball on the halfway line. Rangers in control at the moment. Leon Balogun. Across to Rangers, Brazilian Jefte down the line. Lovely ball down the line, and it's gone out for a corner. They're claiming a penalty, Rangers. It was played down the line to Bahram, and he just cut it back against Ngazana. It's gone out for a corner, but Bahrami was claiming that came off the hand, and he's got a really good case there. That ball definitely struck the arm of Ngazana as he went to ground, put his left arm down behind him, And the referee has pointed for a corner. And definitely Siyabonga and Gazana prevented Rangers from playing the ball into the middle by the ball striking his hand. It certainly wasn't intentional, but that's not the rule. Never has been. No mention of intent in the laws of the game. Rangers will have just a corner, having claimed a penalty. It's deep, and the goalkeeper didn't get it, and arriving at the back post. There's John Suter at the back. He couldn't quite turn it home. Good opportunity there. Really deep cross by Tavernier, and the goalkeeper came off his line and didn't get anywhere near it. Suter got free of his man at the back post. In fact, there might have been just the faintest of touches there from the goalkeeper that made it more difficult for Suter. It stays 1-0 to Rangers. Just over a quarter of an hour gone. FCSB looking a bit shell-shocked. They had an impressive 1-0 away win over PAOK on matchday 2 after beating RFS 4-1 on the opening matchday. 2 wins from 2 so far, but that seriously under threat, and there's the first yellow card of the game. It's a late challenge on Tom Lawrence by Luis Felipe, and the former Red Bull Bragantino man, Red Bull Salzburg as well, part of the Red Bull Talent Factory, 23-year-old Brazilian. He's had his name taken. This is his first appearance in the Europa League proper of the season. Not quite going as he would have hoped. Rangers in possession of their own half, cleared by Balogun. Not the best clearance, but it will break kindly for the goal scorer, Tom Lawrence, who now darts down the left-hand side for Rangers. Got a man on his outside. He uses him in Schefter. Schefter with the first-time cross. It's worked his way back to Lawrence, and he's curled it up. Is it going to be kept in play on the far side? Yes, it is. No, unsuccessfully by Tavernier. Couldn't quite keep it in. It was a poor shot this time from Lawrence. It wasn't the best shot that he had that went in, it has to be said. Shot just looping off his right foot. Lovely burst of speed down the left-hand side. Uses Schefter, and Cyril Dessers looked to be the intended target, but it was Bahrami, in fact, who just laid the ball back. Didn't catch it as he would have liked, Tom Lawrence. And in the meantime, FCSB have some injury worries. It's Marius Stefanescu who's in need of some treatment. He is back up on his feet now and able to trot off fairly comfortably, so should be okay to continue. FCSB made a really poor start to the season in Romania, despite making it through to the Europa League. They are winners of the Romanian League for the first time since 2015. That was their 27th league title. In the meantime, we're back underway. Lawrence again gets the edge of the box. His shot is blocked. FCSB again struggling to clear their lines. Czerny, he was a bit forceful there. He's given away a foul on Popescu. FCSB can breathe a sigh of relief once again. They played Virtus of San Marino in the first qualifying round in the UEFA Champions League. Then beat Maccabi Tel Aviv as well, but lost to Sparta Prague and dropped down into the Europa League, and they beat Lask Linz of Austria in the playoff round to make it to this stage. Domestically, they didn't have a great start. Had just 5 wins, 4 draws and 3 defeats from 12, but they are 10 matches unbeaten in all competitions. It just goes to show what a bad start they made, and it's a 5-match winning run as well, including both of those. In fact, the run started with that win over RFS. Maybe a chance for them to build something now, but not the best ball forward from Stefanescu, who was able to come back onto the field. Picked up in the middle now by Luis Felipe. Uses Pantea. And Gazana into Luis Felipe again. Back to Dawa. Popescu. The best possession that FCSB have had in a while, but they're not going anywhere with it. And down there goes Jumo. It looked like he wasn't going to get the foul there for a second. The referee eventually blowing his whistle. And the referee has had enough of back left Czerny's antics. It was Connor Barron who conceded the foul on Luis Felipe. Czerny a little bit vocal with the referee, let's say. Pantea into Luis Felipe, who's starting to grow into the game now. Cross he goes to the left-hand side with Popescu. Back to Dawa. Joyce Dawa. Now, Siabonga and Gazana brings the ball up to the halfway line again. Plays a 1-2. Looks out to the right-hand side, but threads it back through to Stefanescu. Stefanescu goes down, but another great tackle at the back. The Rangers struggling to profit from it at the moment. They've given the ball away again on the halfway line. Ball played back again to the FCSB captain for the evening, Dawa. Another bit of a sloppy pass, and it's been picked up again. Czerny driving forward. Good tackle this time by Babar Al-Hassan. Not for the first time this evening. Great defensive work by the holding midfielder. Into the middle now with Malcolm Ejuma. Babar Al-Hassan. Ejuma, the Moroccan, once more. Out wide to Pantea, who gets into the opposing half, and then Stefanescu struggles to control it. This has been poked out of play by Nedim Bahrami. It will be an FCSB throw, but they've somewhat lost momentum, and they've just thrown the ball away to Barron. But another misplaced pass, and FCSB are coming forward again. The ball just played behind Juma, coughed up again. Second bite of the cherry. See Stefanescu on the ball, and he's gone down right at the edge of the box. And it will be an FCSB free kick in a very dangerous position. Little clip there from Tom Lawrence from behind. He had no real need to make that challenge because he had teammates really closely tracking Stefanescu. As a result, it is a FCSB free kick. It's a couple of yards outside the area, but quite wide out on the FCSB right-hand side, so not the best angle for a shot. The shot comes in, it's gone over the top. It was Stefanescu tried the curler with his left foot. Not the worst effort, but a couple of yards over the top of Jack Butland's crossbar. He was confident that he knew where it was going. Jack Butland is only 31 years of age, seems to have been around for ever and a day, to be honest. And the man all in yellow this evening, kind of a lemon yellow, Jack Butland. Clears it along, looking for Dessers, won't quite find him, but it'll break for Rangers again in the middle with Bahrami, wide to Jefte. Jefte looking to go in field. Has to go back out now. Bahrami in a bit of a tight spot, just has to slam the ball back 30 yards or so to Leon Balogun. Across to Sutar, who's in a bit more space, can bring the ball over the halfway line. Needs a bit of support now, finds it on the right-hand side with Czerny. Czerny chips it forward. His intended target is Tavernier, who's collided with the goalkeeper. The referee awards a free kick, and it's going to be a yellow card to Tavernier. Chasing a bit of a lost cause there. Goalkeeper has stayed down. Not sure if he's making the most of this, Tarnavanu, but he's got the decision, and Tavernier has been booked. But in fairness, he went down rather heavily, the big goalkeeper. Might have just jarred something. The FCSB fans down in that corner. Up and bouncing. Not really reminiscent of a crowd who are 1-0 down with their goalkeeper lying flat on the floor. It seems like we might have a reasonably lengthy stoppage while the goalkeeper receives some treatment. Rangers have lost their last 3 European home games. That includes qualifiers. They have never lost 4 European matches in a row at Ibrox, and so far they're keeping it that way. Tom Lawrence's goal in the 10th minute of the game, breaking the deadlock, and that free kick that Stefanescu sent over the bar was the first attempt of any kind that FCSB have had, not counting Niculescu putting the ball into the empty net after Butland was supposedly fouled. We are back underway again, although only briefly as Czerny loses control of the ball. It goes out. FCSB take one throw and win another in quick succession. This one in the Rangers half, around 10 yards inside. Down on his haunches at the moment is Raskan, so we've got another brief stoppage. The referee just checks he's okay, gets to his feet, hobbles a bit, the Belgian. Sorry, now for FCSB. They go down the line, looking for Niculescu. It's cleared away. Back out to Popescu. Needs a bit of support. Finds it in Bieligia. They have to turn back into their own half now, FCSB. And Ngazana spreads it out wide for Stefanescu. It's to work well to get away from a couple of markers, but then it's given away poorly in the end. He did well, Niculescu. Didn't get the right support there from Ejuma. Lost in the middle of the park again by Rangers. Legia looking for Niculescu. Czerny, though, stops him in his tracks. Rangers win the ball again, and Czerny tries to force him through to Desizet. Almost sat up for him nicely. Good covering, though, from Alexandru Pantea, and he was able to play the ball back to his goalkeeper. But Rangers, they went from barely being able to string a pass together to opening up the FCSB defence in a matter of seconds. Luis Felipe now, working well, tied to the right-hand side, plays the ball forward. Down goes Bieligia, but he was able to find Ejuma. Ejuma back out wide. Luis Felipe again. Bieligia back on his feet, receives the through ball. And he's been knocked to the ground again, and this time it's a foul. Foul by Leon Balogun. The 36-year-old back into the starting lineup. So another free kick then for FCSB. This one from out wide on the right-hand side. A couple of yards outside the penalty area. Looks like it's going to be Niculescu again to take. Play to the edge of the box. A good shot, and I don't know if that was tipped over the bar or if that hit the bar. It was Butland who had to be alert there to make the save. Stefanescu played the ball to the edge of the area. And it was a really clean strike by Luis Felipe. Butland had to be alert there. He tipped it over the bar. Corner taken. Luis Felipe crosses it in. Just skims off one of the many heads in the box. And outside the area it goes. Niculescu trying to keep the pressure on, but Rangers get plenty of bodies around him. And they're unable to break. They were looking for the quick pass from Raskin, looking for Czerny. They couldn't quite find him. FCSB gets to the edge of the Rangers penalty area once more. Cross comes in. It's not a particularly dangerous one. And Jefte should be able to dribble this one out of trouble. He does so. Jefte full of running. Then he's a little bit careless. He was looking for a pass and didn't see Stefanescu coming to pick his pocket in behind him. Stefanescu on the ball again. They go square now to Felipe. Doesn't have that option now of Stefanescu on the right-hand side. So has to use Alexandru Pantea. Pantea takes a 1-2. And another, this time with Ejuma. Back to Dawa. Little clip back to Dower from Tarnavaru. FCSB building again from square one, but unsuccessfully. Dower's ball forward. One in the middle, and Rangers have won themselves a throw in. A few yards inside the FCSB half. Chiefte again looking to take it, standing right in front of Elias Charalambos, the FCSB manager. Won 69 caps for Cyprus in his playing career. Played as a left back. Spent time as a player with PAOK. I'm sure it was a rather satisfying victory for him on match day 2 at the beginning of the month against his old club. His current club have coughed up possession again. Luis Felipe gives it to Czerny, and Czerny makes it 2-0. Just like that, Rangers have doubled their lead, and the Czech man Václav Czerny has looked really bright in the opening 30 minutes of this game. And it's no wonder that he's the man to double the lead. He was involved in the first goal for Tom Lawrence. He scored the second one himself. And FCSB, they've given the ball away a few times inside their own territory. Well, it's really undone them with that goal. Really careless in the middle. Václav Czerny, pick it up. It's played infield to Luis Felipe, and he just didn't look at Malcolm Ejuma, just played the ball behind him. Václav Czerny, alert to the loose ball. Ejuma trying to get back, not able to do so, but it was the fault of the poor pass. Nothing Ejuma really could do. And Václav Czerny from the edge of the box curled it beautifully with his right foot around Tarnavaru, who didn't have a chance with that one. Václav Czerny scored 3 goals so far in the Scottish Premiership. That's his first goal in European competition. He's enjoying his season-long loan from Wolfsburg. And the Rangers fans are really taking to him. It's Rangers 2, FCSB 0. Back underway again, and Rangers have already won possession back and spread it to the right-hand side where Czerny is involved once more. Bahrami has come in field. Chiefte therefore allowed to get forward down the left. All into Raskin now. Sutar and Balogun combining. Tavernier now forward, a very deep cross, in fact far too deep from James Tavernier. Not really seen the best of him yet. We've not really had to. Rangers fans certainly haven't had to. They go short with the goal kick once more. FCSB there, determined to play their way out of trouble, and they're almost giving the ball away again. Poor pass this time from Popescu. Gets away with it though. They've come over to the right-hand side now with Pantea. Pantea into Babar Al-Hassan. Joyce-Kim Dower stepping forward himself. Going long over the top, a good header from Balogun. And Rangers can really tidy things up once more. 33 minutes gone. You're listening live to Flash Score on the app and on the website. Thank you for joining us this evening. And it's good news for the Rangers fans. They lead FCSB by 2-0 and are good value for their lead, it has to be said. FCSB with their best chance of the game around 5 minutes ago. Butland forced into a good save from Luis Felipe's strike following a free kick routine. The Rangers responding well, doubling the advantage after half an hour. On the ball now, Nicolas Raskin. Conor Barron to Sutar. Little touch there for the goalkeeper, Butland. Not quite neat at the moment from Rangers, but I say that they get up to the halfway line and they give the ball away. Good intervention by Ngazana. And then down goes Al-Hassan, and he's won FCSB. Another free kick in Rangers territory. Those are starting to mount up. It's Raskin with the challenge this time. This one in not such a dangerous area. They've taken it short. Made it across to Dower on the halfway line. Popescu. Dower again looks to chip it forward down the line. You'll break kindly for Bieligia. He tries to go cross field looking for Stefanescu, but cut out well by Jefte. Balls to Ejuma now in the middle of the park. Monteiro and Stefanescu trying to link up down the right-hand side. Stefanescu running into down a bit of a blind alley though, and loses control of the ball, and in his attempts to regather, catches his man, and Mariusz Stefanescu is the latest man to have his name taken by Marco Di Bello. Caught Tom Lawrence that time. He'll have no complaints there. Really late with this challenge, Stefanescu. He'll discipline a bit of a problem for FCSB. Darius Alaru with a red card last time, and I'll tell you about the rest in a minute because Rangers are coming forward again, and that's a poor strike. Really poor effort this time from Conor Barron from 20 yards out. Didn't catch it at all well. His left-footed shot drifts well wide. Cherney involved again there. But Barron not making the most of that chance as we enter the final 10 minutes of the first half. As I mentioned, Darius Alaru with a red card against PAOK, and also Florence Hanase has picked up too many yellow cards, so he's suspended for this one. And they have a couple of injury absentees as well, FCSB. Rangers missing Oscar Cortez, Ravi Motondo and Ridvan Yilmaz, with various injury problems. Dujon Sterling back on the bench this evening. It's his birthday today, 25 years of age. Rewarded with a place on the bench. Tavernier now, looking long. Great pass forward for Lawrence, and it just wouldn't set up kindly enough for him as the ball bounced into the penalty area. Couldn't get the shot away before the defender was able to cover, but that was better from Tavernier. Just had a quieter first half by his teammates' very high standards, and his own, of course. Leon Balogun forward to Raskin. He looks out wide, and he's found Cherney. Cherney brings it down well and cuts infield. Tries to skip away, but had three men around him there, and now Cherney has gone in, and he's not going to be able to escape the referee's notebook either. So one blot, a yellow blot next to Blackout Cherney's name in this first half after a very positive performance for 37 minutes. That's a really late challenge on David Miculescu. 2 yellow cards apiece already in this one. Marco Di Bello. I'm not saying he's card happy. I think they've all merited yellow cards, I think, or at least they can't have too many complaints. Long ball forward, looking for Mariusz Stefanescu. But at the back there was Leon Balogun tidying up well for Rangers. Danger averted, and he managed to win his side. Throw in to boot. James Tavernier back to take it. 7 minutes to go plus added time. There probably will be a couple of minutes. We've had some injuries and the goals, of course. Rangers in full control of this match so far. Manchester United have gone 1-0 up against Fenerbahce. Christian Eriksen on the score sheet. Tottenham still 0-0 with AZ Alkmaar. Possession given away by Malcolm Ejuma, and Rangers regather on the halfway line. Forward from Barron to Roberts, who takes a tumble. No foul though against Babar Al Hassan. FCSB unable to profit. They run out of room on the left hand side as everyone just seems to be in shock that there was no foul there. Al Hassan, clear push in the back on Tom Lawrence, who was running forward. Lawrence took a tumble, and I'm quite shocked that that wasn't given as a free kick. Judging by the decisions that have been made tonight, I'm surprised it wasn't a yellow card for it not to be a foul. It's quite something. Alexandru Pantea linking up with Stefanescu on the right-hand side for FCSB. But again, Rangers doing enough. Get the ball back. It's all a bit scrappy at the moment. Trying to tidy up is Behrami. He loses out though. Jefte can't help him out. Advantage plays. It's Luis Felipe, 30 yards from goal, and he's the latest man to draw a foul. Like it was Conor Barron that time, who initiated the foot-on-foot contact. Bit of a painful one for Luis Felipe. I think the referee kept his card in his pocket as we enter the last 5 minutes of this first half. Butland just making sure he gets his three-man wall set. It's just about in shooting range, but it'll take some strike to beat Jack Butland from here. Stefanescu looking interested again. In fact, it won't be his shot, it's going to be blazed over the top by David Miculescu. Went for power with his left foot and the ball was always rising. That's kind of summed up FCSB's first half as the Rangers fans behind the goal jeer at that one sailing well over. Rangers go short to John Sousa with the goal kick. He plays the ball over the top looking for Dessers. Again, it won't quite find him. And the attempted clearance by Popescu ricochets off Czerny and out for an FCSB throw-in. Well inside their own half of the field. Played it to Malcolm Ejuma. A little bit of a hospital pass, but he does well to hold the ball up. Plays it back to Ngazana, who was under pressure from Dessers there, but he did well as well. Pantea can clear. Plays the ball down the line looking for Luis Felipe. A good covering again by Leon Balogun. Wasn't able to keep the ball in play, but good use of his pace, which doesn't seem to be deserting him at age 36. FCSB can get some players forward though for this throw-in. Opportunity to throw a long one into the box if they've got a specialist. Goes short, Pantea gets the ball back, puts the cross in. Easy headed away though by Sousa. Brought down now by Babar Al-Hassan. Will he try his luck from 25 yards? Looked like he was trying to play the ball back onto his right foot, and that gave Conor Barron the opportunity. And the referee has stopped the game, and he's showing a yellow card to Mihai Popescu. Not too sure what Popescu did wrong there. I think he pulled back. Oh, he just tripped Czerny. Czerny was trying to run on through to Barron's through ball. And there was the slightest of shirt pulls there from Mihai Popescu. But again, he can't have too many complaints. The referee giving him a yellow card, as he should do by the letter of the law. Cards are mounting up. 5 already shown in this first half. FCSB winning the count by 3-2. I'd say importantly, the Roche Albastri are 2-0 down to the Teddy Bears, who are trying to win themselves a corner on the far side, but John Sousa, who was well up. Now the last touch there will go out for an FCSB goal kick. We're now in the last 2 minutes of the opening 45. Once again, they go very short with their goal kick, just chipped away by Siabongo and Ngazana. Rangers win the ball back on their left wing. It's Jefte. Jefte driving forward, trying to get away from Al-Hassan. Slips it through to Dessers. Dessers inside the area, but forced out. Has to use Bahrami. Bahrami finds his ball of Tom Lawrence. Will he shoot again? He tries his luck, but it's blocked. Back out to Jefte. Jefte goes down. No foul against him, though. And again, FCSB can't clear their lines. Rangers putting pressure on and winning the ball back. Raskin. Lawrence out wide to Jefte. Jefte with a short pass. Oh, and Bahrami. He's got to goal side of his marker with ease. Plays it across. Czerny with the shot. It's blocked. Who's it going to break to? Tavernier now. He finds Barron. Back to James Tavernier. loops the cross in, and the goalkeeper unconvincing with that one, just tries to punch it. Shot comes in from Balogun, and now Lawrence, and he sliced it well wide. Rangers not giving FCSB a moment's peace there. A really good work down the left-hand side by Bahrami. Got the right side of Pantea, just used his pace. Pantea couldn't stop him. Chernier with an attempted shot as well. Good recycling with Barron and Tavernier. That's in the end. Shot from Lawrence goes wide. 2 minutes are going to be added on at the end of this first half. FCSB in possession inside their own half, and Gazana goes wide. Luis Felipe operating more as a wing back at the moment. Back to Pantea. Touch for Tarnabanu. They're insisting, FCSB, on playing their way out from the back. Does not been particularly successful, to put it mildly, in this first half. Perhaps they can turn things around in the second, but they've given the ball away again. And Tom Lawrence, he's gone down, foul by Ejuma, trying to recover again. Ejuma just having to try and contend with these poor passes into him, and just got beaten to it by Lawrence, trying to step in and make a clean tackle, but caught his man first. Tom Lawrence turning on a sixpence. Turned into Ejuma, who then couldn't stop himself. And in fact, this looks like bad news for Rangers, because Tom Lawrence has stayed down and looks to be in real bother. Looked like quite a simple challenge from Ejuma. Didn't look like he was in a lot of pain there at first. He's clearly tweaked something, Tom Lawrence. Just being shown a replay of the opening goal. Tom Lawrence with not a particularly sweet strike, but it was enough. As for sweet strikes, no complaints about Vaclav Černý's second goal at the 30-minute mark. Just put Rangers 2-0 up against FCSB. The 2 minutes that were allocated are now up, but we're going to have time added on to the added time. Lawrence is still down. He's got 2 medical staff testing out his right leg. And he is now being helped to his feet, but still looks to be in a lot of bother, and there's plenty of concern from his teammates. It's trying to test out that right knee. Rangers sending the substitutes out to warm up. They probably better served by playing with 10 men for the last minute or so, just in case Lawrence is going to be okay to continue. In the meantime, Rangers are now preparing their free kick, which Bahrami is standing over. It's 30 yards out. Bahrami looking to strike it with his right foot. He does strike it. It is into the wall. But kept alive, though, by Rangers. Good header by Tavernier. Looks for Barron, but Barron couldn't find a teammate as he looks to control the ball at the edge of the box. Cleared away, up as far as beyond Balogun. Not sure if there will be much time left for Rangers to try and create another opportunity. Already inside the 4th minute of additional time. Here's Raskin. Finds James Tavernier. Tavernier looks to play the long ball down the wing, but decides against it. Plays the infield to Bahrami. Rangers managing with 10 men for now. To try and see out this first half. John Suter goes on another run. Tries to slip the ball through to Barron. And as FCSB win the ball back, that's where Marco Di Bello blows his whistle for half-time. Now it's been a perfect first half for Rangers and a great response to their defeat at the weekend. Tom or putting the ball into an empty net. That wasn't a goal in the end for FCSB, who then conceded to Tom Lawrence in the 10th minute. It was Václav Černý with the assist, and he made it 2-0 himself. Lovely run and curling effort around the goalkeeper, and that's how it stayed until half-time. Rangers who have never lost back-to-back games under Philippe Clement, and that very manager under pressure. They're dealing with that pressure thus far. At half-time in the other Europa League games, it's Anderlecht 0, Ludogorets 0, Athletic Club 1, Slavia Prague 0, Porto 1, Hoffenheim 0, Fenerbahce 1, Manchester United. I'll say that again. Fenerbahce 0, Manchester United 1, Lyon 0, Besiktas 0, Malmo 0, Olympiacos 1, Tottenham 0, AZ Alkmaar 0, and Twente 0, Lazio 1. Down in the Conference League, TNS of Wales are 1-0 up against FC Astana. They are the only British side involved at the moment. Second half just starting there. Second half will be underway shortly at Ibrox, with Rangers 2 goals to the good. Tom Lawrence scoring his second goal of this Europa League campaign. He also scored the equaliser against Olympique Lyonnais, but the Rangers went on to lose 4-1. Václav Černý with his first goal for the club since arriving from Wolfsburg. It looks like the FCSB are going to be making at least a couple of changes at the break, possibly more than that. You can see to help me out right at this second. And Luis Felipe, another man who was booked, is coming. Tom Lawrence, who picked up an injury right at the end of the first half. He is not going to be able to continue for the second, because he's been replaced by Mohamed Diamande. It will be FCSB to kick us off in the second half. Lawrence off, Diamande on for Rangers. And I will try and confirm that final change, because Risto Radunovic, left back, has come on as well. It may well be for Mihai Popescu, who was already booked and had quite a torrid first half. It does look like he's filled that spot. And Risto Radunovic on the ball now, trying to drive down the left-hand side. Now Octavian Popescu, another one of the new men. Back to Radunovic. Deflection on his pass. It works out to the other sub, Baluza. And a foul over on the far side, fouled by Jefte. In fact, it was Pantea who's gone off. Pantea, he's the one who's been taken off for Risto Radunovic. Has moved over to the other side. Has at least won his side a free kick wide on the right. Minutes and a half gone in the second half. Overcomes the free kicks. It's a dangerous one. They're struggling to clear it, Rangers. Eventually they do get it clear. Siabonga and Gazana couldn't get a clear strike on goal there. Rangers doing just enough. They've cleared their lines and the ball has gone out on the halfway line over on the far side. 2 minutes gone in the second half. Rangers have Jack Butland in goal. Back four of James Tavernier, Leon Balogun, John Suter and Jefte. Connor Barron and Nicola Raskan are sitting in behind Vaclav Cherny, Mohamed Diamande and Nedim Bakrami. Sirio Dessers is the centre forward. FCSB throw comes to nothing. Rangers will have one of their own now, 15 yards or so inside their own half. Down the line they go. Rather poor throw, given away cheaply by Jefte. Now Babar Al Hassan. His pass is not the best. The Rangers midfield smothered the ball and begin an attack of their own. James Tavernier forward to Diamande. His touch is a little bit heavy. And a combination of Juma and Al Hassan can win the ball back for FCSB of Bucharest. We're in the captain's armband, Joyce Kim Dower from the edge of his area. Dribbles forward. Dessers looking interested, but finds Radunovic. Radunovic's pass deflects and goes out of play. Throw in for the visitors. Radunovic to take. Montenegrin international. Making his third appearance in the Europa League this season. Free kick for the Glasgow side. To be taken. Get my lefts and rights correct. Long ball goes over the head of Radunovic. Runs on for Dessers, but he gets crowded out by Dawa. Forward to Bielegia, who is feeding off scraps in the game so far. The FCSB centre forward. €2 million signing from CFR Cluj. Octavian Popescu into Radunovic. A bright bit of running there from Balatza. Octavian Popescu, Radunovic, back to Balutza. Popescu with a teasing ball in, but Jack Butland read it well. Nice, confident claim by the man with 9 England caps. Hasn't added to that total in 6 years now, Jack Butland. Supposedly destined to be England's number one for years and years, but it's funny how these things can so quickly change. Still only 31. Plenty of time for things to change. Schefter now down the Rangers' right-hand side. Into Tavernier. Tavernier with a really powerful effort from the edge of the area. Space just opened up for him. Fires it over the top of the bar. FCSB giving him way too much space there. Radunovic not getting tight enough. Try and pick out the top corner there, Tavernier. Incident in the middle of the park. Dessers, I think it was, who went down. And Philippe Clement seemed quite convinced that he'd received an elbow in the face, and he's looking in a bad way, Cyril Dessers. Playing quite still on the ground. He's having his head kept still. I think he's going to have a black eye when he wakes up in the morning. Cause for concern down on the Rangers bench. Got Hamza Igamane on the bench, who's yet to score since arriving from ASFAR in Morocco, and also the 18-year-old youngster Zach Lovelace. Rangers only third at the moment in the Scottish Premiership, trailing both Celtic and Aberdeen by 6 points. They've got St Mirren out the weekend, but in under a week's time they've got an away trip to Aberdeen, so tough run of fixtures for the men in blue. We're back underway again. Dessers was able to continue, which is good to see. Berligia now back to Popescu. Popescu and Balutza combining. Balutza again drifting in fields. Nice pass from Ngazana. Same can't be said for Joyce Gimdawa, who gives it away. Rangers trying to break down the right-hand side with Cherney. Cherney under a bit of pressure from Radunovic. Can't find Tavernier with a pass. FCSB trying to keep things simple by going back to the goalkeeper, but Tara Novanu's clearance, not for the first time in this game, isn't the greatest. They do get away with it though. Now Rangers having won the ball back in the middle. Give Jack Butland a touch. He goes short to Leon Balogun. Across to Jefte. Jefte infield. Diamande facing his own goal. Uses Connor Barron. Barron wide to Cherney. Did Cherney keep that one in play? Yes, says the referee. He had to dive in feet first to reach it. Touch for Butland again. Balogun. Balogun, an unused substitute during the 2022 final in this competition. Rangers beat him on penalties by Eintracht Frankfurt. The only other man in the squad that day who's in the squad tonight was tonight's captain, James Tavernier. Huge turnover of players at Rangers Football Club in the last 2.5 years. A lot of names moving on, but Tavernier still there, and he finds the ball to Diamande. Diamande wide to Cherney. There's space opening up. Cherney, oh, he's taking it on himself, and he's made it 3-0. What a night Vaclav Cherney is having. He's made it 3-0 in the 10th minute of the second half, and that was all too easy for Rangers. Vaclav Cherney, Diamande, the substitutes involved as well. He'll get the assist. James Tavernier with a nice little header in field, which really got the move going. You can't take anything away from Vaclav Cherney. The move started, in fact, with Butland. Then the ball was spread wide to Tavernier. His first time header in field. Diamande knew exactly where Cherney was. And again, they all just stood off him. And Vaclav Cherney cut inside. And Ngazana, who didn't get across quickly enough after Dowell was caught out of possession. Out of position, I should say. And inside he came, and having scored once with his right foot, Vaclav Cherney steered the ball past Tara Novannu with his left. He's got a brace, and if he can get one with his head, it'll be a perfect hat-trick for Vaclav Cherney. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Rangers dominating this game. FCSB barely laid a glove on them in the opening 55 minutes. It's Rangers 3, FCSB 0. of Czerny, 1 year with Wolfsburg before moving to Glasgow. Previously played his football in the Netherlands with FC Twente, Utrecht and Ajax. Came through the Ajax Academy. And Cyril Dessers has had to go off. He went down in the build-up to that goal, off the ball. I think that was the final straw for him. He's struggling after receiving that knock in the face. And Rangers now have had to take him off, so Cyril Dessers comes off. And it's going to be the number 29, Hamza Igamane, to come on. It's going to get over half an hour to try and get his first goal in European football. League and Cup winner in Morocco with AS FAR last season. 21 years of age. A nice low pressure situation for him to come on and maybe open his account with the club. That's how he and Rangers fans will be seeing it, I'm sure. FCSB concede another free kick, this one in Rangers territory. Played short to Sutar. Sutar goes on a bit of a driving run himself, but loses out. And they might get caught at the back here, Rangers. Bieligia comes in field, but gets caught. It's going to be a free kick. Just waited a second there, the referee, see if the advantage was coming. Raskin, the man conceding the foul. Rangers claiming that Bieligia made the most of that one. There was a bit of contact, not a huge amount, it has to be said. Rangers believe that John Suter was fouled by Octavian Popescu, but the referee disagreed, and it's going to be Popescu from wide on the left-hand side to swing this one in with his right foot. Rangers keeping that offside line a yard or so outside their own penalty area. We're just having words with Gers before Octavian Popescu can curl this one in. Over it comes now. It's a fairly dangerous ball. Hit a pinball in the middle, but Rangers can get it clear. And maybe a chance to break now, and they found Czerny. Czerny tried to go forward quickly to Igamane, but couldn't pick him out. Perhaps that was the wrong option there. He had space to move into. Back left Czerny. Ball finds its way to Radunovic. Now the goalkeeper Taranavanu. Taranavanu again, receiving a short pass. Finds Dawa. 1-2, and the goalkeeper just waiting for Igamane to come and close in before finding Ngazema. Claims of handball, in fact. After that free kick came in, Tavernier and Sutar, the ball ricocheting off both of them. Claims that there was control with the hand there, but again, referee and VAR are not particularly interested in the claims. It's going to be another change made by FCSB. Malcolm Ejuma has gone off, and he's going to be replaced by number 29, Alexandru Musi. Musi getting his first minutes in the Europa League proper, 20 years of age. One cap for Romania at under 20 level. And it's all kicking off over on the far side again. Balogun now giving away a foul. Octavian Popescu, the ball in hand, ready to take the free kick, but it was Bieligia who got caught by Balogun, who swung his foot high, trying to clear the ball, but caught Bieligia instead, wide on the right-hand side. Should be an outswinger this time from Octavian Popescu, but he's going to leave it, in fact. Rangers again keeping the high line just outside the area. Ball swept in and Tavernier just had to flick that one away. There was an FCSB man lurking there at the back post waiting for that deep cross. I think it was Musi, the new man. They're taking the corner quickly. Biden low. Musi cleared away though. With the ball break for Cherney. No, there's a foul that we're coming back for nonetheless. Free kick for Rangers deep in their own territory. It was a push by Radunovic on Ham. Nikola Raskan though working well to win the ball back for Rangers. Shefte to Behrami. Back out wide to Shefte, continued his run. Just showed too much of the ball there to Mihai Popescu, who was able to dribble down the right hand side and win a throw in for his side of Diamande. And having made one substitution a minute ago, they're going to waste no time in bringing on another. And this is going to be their final change, FCSB. In the 63rd minute of the game, it's going to be David Miculescu going off. And the winger is replaced by another. It's William Beitan. 27-year-old, another man who's making his first appearance in the Europa League proper. It's not how FCSB wanted this one to go. They have another important match in the league ahead of them against local rivals Rapid Bucuresti out the weekend. They've got one eye on that one. Then they've got Dinamo again away. They beat Dinamo in the league at the weekend. They've got them in the Romanian Cup this time next week. So this Rangers game falling in the middle of three big Bucharest derbies. And having got 6 points on the board already, they can probably afford to make changes for this one. They're already without Darius Alaru, talisman from attacking midfield. No Adrian Schut either, usual defensive midfield starter. Rang the changes for this one. FCSB made 6 changes, and it's showed they haven't shown the form that got them a 10-match unbeaten run coming into this one. They're 3-0 down. They conceded a corner as well. It's going to be Vaclav Černý from the Rangers' left-hand side. He's going to take this one with his left foot. Who's he trying to pick out? It's headed away by Radunovic at the near post. Not the best corner from Černý this time. Ball played back to Shefte after Rangers won it back. They look for that man Černý again. Shefte. Rangers just filing back into position now. Balogun across to Barron. Now Igamane. Suta a few yards inside his own half. Octavian Popescu closing him down. Is able to find Leon Balogun. Now Butland sweeps the ball away with his right foot, looking for Igamane. Good header on, but he can't find Černý. Now the back there was Ngazana. Down the line, good ball from Radunovic. Didn't quite find centre forward Bieligia. And trying to break up the play was Musi. Retreating though, and conceding the foul. I think it might have been offside actually against Bieligia there. Bit of a late flag, but the linesman just waiting for play to develop naturally. 25 minutes of the 90 still remaining. Rangers in full control. As I say that, Diamande gives the ball away. Forward now to Bieligia. He's gone down. No foul, says the referee. Rangers can bring it away with Balogun. Now Tavernier. James Tavernier wide to Vaclav Černý on the right hand side. Cutting infield, trying to take on Radunovic. Looks for Tavernier, who continues to run into the area, breaks back though for Czerny. Now Diamande was strike from the edge of the area. A decent clean strike from Diamande, goes a couple of yards wide. The Rangers fans applaud the effort nonetheless. Mohamed Diamande, one of the two men rested from the starting lineup at least, from the 1-0 defeat against Kilmarnock at the weekend. He's grabbed a couple of assists this season against Motherwell and St Johnstone. Still waiting for his first goal, the Ivorian. Concern though for Rangers, Balogun's gone down in the middle of the park. His rather elderly legs seem to have finally given up on him. Rangers have only made 2 changes thus far, so they've still got plenty of options, unlike their Romanian visitors. So we're being shown a replay of Václav Czerny's second goal of the afternoon, or the evening I should say. Guiding the ball home beautifully. Too much pace, too much skill for Siabongo and Gazano, who couldn't stop him. And Stefan Tarnavanu, for the second time this evening, unable to prevent Václav Czerny from getting on the score sheet. And that is the end of the evening for Balogun. And with a smile, he comes off. And with a smile comes on the other man who was dropped from the starting lineup for this game, Robin Proper, who's going to be playing the final quarter of the match. What's been a proper good performance for Glasgow Rangers this evening. 31-year-old centre-back. Another fullback, FC Twente man. He's getting his first touch of the game now. Finds Schäfter. Back into their own area they go. Touch for Butland. Finds Sousa. Barron looks to the right-hand side with Tavernier, but he can't pick him out. It's been intercepted well. Ball breaks now for Octavian Popescu with his bleached blonde hair, but won't sit up for him either. Gets crowded out, and then eventually the ball ricochets off the hand of Alexandru Musi. Elias Lambus, almost half-hearted in the way he's giving his team instructions now. I think he knows that this game is over as a contest. And the 1972 European Cup Winners' Cup champions have certainly got the better of the 1986 European Champions Cup winners. Tavernier is coming forward again. Czerny trying to get to the byline, but a good tackle by Ngazana. Tidying up there is Radunovic. Can't get the ball out at the moment. Radunovic pinned down in by his own corner flag. Good work by Conor Barron. And the decision, in fact, has gone Rangers' way. It's going to be their throw. Almost touching the corner flag. Conor Barron not giving up on anything, and the Rangers fans behind Tarnavanu's goal are bouncing. They're enjoying a return to winning ways. Ball in field, headed towards Igamane. He can't bring it down as he tries to enter the area. Diamande now for Rangers. Breaks back. Shooting opportunity for Bahrami. Decent effort straight at the goalkeeper. Couldn't hold on to it. Breaks now for Czerny. Czerny shapes to shoot. Why not? It's gone down. He's fighting to keep it alive. Ricochets off Barron, who was arriving late. And I think the ball caught him in the goalies. Ran on through to Tarnavanu, who was able to gather at that time, and didn't seem to be too much power on the shot from Bahrami, which was straight into his midriff, but he palmed it away, the goalkeeper. Perhaps there was a faint deflection on the shot which made it difficult. I'm just seeing the replay now. No, maybe not. It's a bit unorthodox with the save there from Tarnavanu. Inside the final 20 minutes now. Radunovic not giving up the ghost yet, and a poor touch in the middle by Babar Al-Hassan. It's given Rangers an upper opportunity. And will this be the first goal in Rangers colours? Yes, it will, for Hamza Igamane. And he did get his opportunity, and he did take it. 19 minutes left, and there's a look of relief on the face of Hamza Igamane on his 7th appearance in the blue shirt of Rangers. He has scored his first goal. More sloppy work at the back. This time it's Al-Hassan who gave the ball away in his own half. Poor first touch. And it was Barron, the hard-working Connor Barron, who got his foot in and was able to play the ball forward to Igamane, who did the rest himself. Drove at Joyce Gimdawa, who didn't get tight enough. And he didn't rush the shot. Took his time. Made sure he'd got the better of Joyce Gimdawa. But all the joy now is on the face of Hamza Igamane, who gets down on his knees and gives thanks for his first Rangers goal. Just made the score Rangers 0, Rangers 4, FCSB 0. We're off and running again. Ball in the middle third of the field, just inside the Rangers half. Schiefte running through a couple of red shirts. Runs into too many in the end. Looks like he's drawn the foul. Yes, he has. The referee was just waiting to see how that developed. Was playing the advantage to the Brazilian, and the 4th goal was the signal for Philippe Clement to turn to a couple more substitutes. Might have a couple of the youngsters coming on here. Looks like it's going to be Bahrami coming off. Yes, Nadim Bahrami's number is up. And he is going to be replaced by Zach Lovelace, the 18-year-old. And also Vaclav Cherny, he's going to be coming off. He's not going to be able to complete his hat-trick. Coming on his stead is the number 24, Naresho Casanguillo. Casanguillo, a right back, so a little bit more of a defensive shape now for Philippe Clement's men. Although Zach Lovelace is a centre forward by trade, so helps us change of shape altogether. So he comes on for the winger, Bahrami. 60 minutes of the game to go. Both sides have used all 5 of their substitutes. Nadim Bahrami and Vaclav Cherny off, just to go through that again. Naresho Casanguillo and Zach Lovelace on. Zach Lovelace making his first appearance of the season, and his 5th in total. And now, chance now for Berligia. Can he bring one back? And no, good save. Jack Butland making himself bigger than near post, but the flag was up against Berligia. Ball played forward by Risto Radunovic, but Daniel Berligia just gone a bit early. That said, he did well to get around Robin Proper and tried to open up the angle and shoot past Butland, but Butland made a good save. 15 minutes to go. Rangers in complete control of this one. 4 goals up in the Europa League. Returning to winning ways. Zach Lovelace, as I said, making just his 5th appearance in a Rangers. So he made his debut in 2022, but he was hampered by a hamstring injury, keeping him out for a while. He is still just 18 years of age. Touch for Diamande now. One back though by William Bertin. Will play back, and again not the best clearance by Tarnavanu. Down goes Connor Barron. Rangers maintain possession, played out to Tavernier. His touch infield doesn't really work out. And now Sutar is coming to blows with a couple of the FCSB players. Rangers players trying to get involved. Balutza has been booked. It looked like he just caught Sutar late. Yes, he did. Just ran straight into him in the back, made no attempt to play the ball. Sutar really objected to that, had a fistful of Balutza's shirt. And it's Balutza who gets his name taken by the referee. Free kick for Rangers. So they flip out to Robin Proper. Wide he goes to Jefte. Now Lovelace. Lovelace to Diamande. Tries to force it across goal into too much traffic. Popescu can bring it away. Mihai Popescu, that is. For a touch by Ngazana. Ball goes out of play. It will be a Rangers throw in the middle of the FCSB half. To Raskan now. Raskan and Barron, the two holding midfielders, have had a wonderful evening in Rangers shirts. Poor pass cut out by Babar Al-Hassan. FCSB now attacking down their right hand side. Ball played in to Balutza. Wide they go, and oh, a good shot just over the top by Alexandru Musi, who's looked lively since coming on. And that shot always rising from just inside the box. And Butland didn't look particularly convincing that time. Or just going about half a foot over the bar. Rangers still in full control of this one. Ball played forward to Diamande. Raskan to Sutar. Sutar over the halfway line to Barron. Barron out wide to Casanwillo. His attempted cross is not the best though, but he might get a second chance as the ball ricochets back his way. Tries to throw it through to Tavernier, but it just crosses the goal line before Tavernier can reach it. And Rangers have to retreat. Goal kick for FCSB. Fenerbahce have equalised against Manchester United. Yusuf En-Naziri and Jose Mourinho has been sent off in that one. More on that later as it breaks Rangers' way again. Lovelace with a shot from the edge of the box is blocked. Back out to Jefte, puts the cross in. Tavernier's up there. Igamane as well, trying to keep it alive, and a good shot by Igamane. It was well saved. Stefan Tarnavanu got down quickly this time and managed to hold on to the ball. Decent save by the goalkeeper, but Igamane again with seemingly no space to work in and a really difficult ball to control. Managed to bring it down and find space to shoot on target. That was Rangers' 20th attempt of the game. Compare that to just 6 for FCSB. It's no surprise that Rangers are leading this one by 4-0. Tottenham have broken the deadlock against Azad Alkmaar. Richarlison with a penalty. Given away though by Rangers inside their own half, and down at the edge of the area goes Octavian Popescu. Sloppy by Rangers, getting a little bit complacent now as we enter the final 10 minutes of the 90. It was Proper, and his pass towards Barron was deflected, and Barron almost with a rugby tackle on Octavian Popescu as he got to the edge of the area. Big shove in the back. Proper a little bit careless with his pass. Was deflected, as I said, but nonetheless, he invited a bit too much pressure. So it will be an opportunity. Jack Butland standing on what is his right-hand post. And Octavian Popescu has placed the ball down 20 yards away, dead in line with that left-hand post. Popescu's left, Butland's right. Octavian Popescu. Can he give the FCSB fans behind Butland's goal something to cheer? Up he steps, Popescu with his right foot, and he's curled it over the opposite post. Another decent effort by Octavian Popescu, but it really just has not been FCSB's night. You can tell just the quality of the players. Octavian Popescu, Alexandru Balutza, Hristo Radunovic, they've all really made an impact. These players who are regulars in the starting lineup for FCSB. They're a cut above quite a few of the players who started the game, and they were bringing the changes tonight, and you can really tell they just don't seem to have the depth of squad FCSB to be able to compete with the likes of Rangers, a Rangers team with a point to prove. And they are going to avoid a third defeat in 4, and incredibly comfortably as well. 4 goals up, and we're about to hit 82.5 minutes gone in the game. And poor old Elias Charalambos in the FCSB dugout just puts his head into his hand in despair. It's his side give the ball away again. And they're flooding forward. Lovelace, Diamande, Tavernier getting forward as well. The ball just played behind him. And that was better by Joyce Gimdower. Read the ball well, was able to get it clear. Could only clear it though under pressure as far as Casanwillo. Rangers in cruise control. Wide to Barron. Barron gets upended. I think it will just be a throw in though. With pressure being applied by Musi. Rangers spread the ball over to their left-hand side. Oh, that's a poor pass again by Proper. This one behind Jefte. Struggled to get into the game, as we said, Robin Proper. Being booked. Giving the ball away hard the pitch. That one passed behind Jefte. Goes out of play. FCSB take the throw towards Berligia, who's still working his hardest. To no avail thus far. Philippe Clement can now breathe a real sigh of relief. The man who's won 4 Belgian league titles, 2 different clubs. Love to add a Scottish title to that, but his side have got a lot of work to do on the domestic front. Perhaps another run to the Europa League final is not beyond this side. Connor Barron working hard again. Given another foul away though. Octavian Popescu trying to find William Beitan down the wing. He run out of room. Well, Rangers cough up possession again in the middle of the park. Spread out wide, Radunovic getting forward on the left-hand side. In search of a consolation, but Radunavic's cross far, far too close to Butland, who claims with ease, under no pressure at all. And the Rangers have 5 minutes plus added time to hold on to that clean sheet. And maybe to add a 5th goal. Lovelace linking up with Diamande, and then the ball comes off the referee, puts his hand up in apology. It will just be a drop ball, although it will be Rangers' possession. Barron waiting to receive it. Does, finds Diamande. Rangers really just going through the motions now as they play the ball along the back. Forward now to Casanwillo, who's trying to make his impact on the game. Babar Al-Hassan forward to Octavian Popescu. Ball breaks now for Mihai Popescu down the right-hand side. Brought down by Lovelace. 4 minutes to go of the 90. Free kick for FCSB. On their right-hand side. Just felt minimal contact there, Popescu, and that was enough to draw the foul. Lovelace not really used to the backtracking. Porto are 2-0 up against Hoffenheim now. Anderlecht still leading by a goal to nil. Olympiacos have taken the lead against Malmo. Lazio still 1-0 up at 20. Besiktas leading Lyon by 1-0. Another free kick floated into the area, headed away well though by Suta. Still tossing away over on that far side is Balutza. They've done well. FCSB tried to force it across and Butland has to cut it out. And maybe a break on now. Lovelace. Forward he goes to Igamane. He's just got one man to take on, but a good tackle by Babar Al-Hassan. Now Musi, it's one end of the pitch to the other at the moment. Musi finds Octavian Popescu. He wants to go cross field. He's found Beiten. Beiten, good covering tackle by Igamane, who got back. So open at the moment. We're inside the last 3 minutes of the 90. Rangers just controlling the tempo once more again. No need for them to leave themselves exposed at the back and lose that clean sheet. Haven't had one of those since 1-0 win over Hibs at the end of September. Touched by Igamane to Connor Barron. Igamane again, wide to Tavernier, who's getting forward, trying to take on Risto Radunovic. Igamane comes to support, but Radunovic does a good job. Wins the ball back cleanly. Short pass forward to Musi. Back again to the Montenegrin. No options for him going forward. So finds his goalkeeper Tarnavanu. Gazana. 1-2 between him and William Beiten. Beiten again turns. Tries to force the ball forward. And again caught offside is Daniel Berligia. Rangers waste no time with a free kick. Diamande forced that wide to the left. FCSB have a man down in the middle and the referee's going to have to stop play. Looks like it's Al-Hassan who's down. It is indeed. Touch of cramp, I think, and Daniel Berligia is now acting as physio. Just slipped as he tried to track the run of Diamande. And I think FCSB have to just write this one off as a bad day at the office, and they'll have other opportunities in the Europa League. They put them in a good put themselves in a good place by winning their opening 2 matches, and they did have a healthy goal difference of +4. That's being completely wiped out now. 0 goal difference at the moment, and it could even be minus by the end of the evening if Rangers come forward again. Spread the ball out wide now to Jefte. Jefte in field to Diamande. Clock is about to strike 90. Still full of running is Raskin. Diamande. 4 minutes have been added on. Now the number 4 for Rangers, Robin Proper, tries to feed Lovelace. Gets the luck of the bounce and they can't force the ball forward. Maybe a chance for FCSB through the middle. Octavian Popescu. Wide to Musi. Musi on the left. Gets to the edge of the area. Musi can't find the shooting angle. Has to play it back to Octavian Popescu. Radunovic now. Musi, Popescu, just the 3 of them holding onto the ball, but not really going anywhere with it. They played it infield now. Babar Al-Hassan. Arriving is Gazana. Musi once more. Al Hassan. Musi, can he turn? 35 yards from goal. No, has to play it back to Ngazana. Baitens wide. Mihai Popescu. Alexandru Baluta. Baluta runs into trouble. He runs into a combination of Baron and Raskin. And Rangers in the second minute of added time could potentially be on the break again. Raskin tries to do too much on his own. Goes down. Referee says far too softly. Play continues. Raskin hasn't got to his feet yet. I think he's just exhausted. Ball spread wide to Octavian Popescu. Popescu into Beligia. And Beligia this time has won his side a free kick. Not caught. No, Raskin, I know he's just getting to his feet now. It was Proper who caught Beligia. And so he gets almost to the midway point of the 4 minutes that were added on by the referee. We might have a little bit of extra time added on to that now. I think FCSB, though, might be put out of their misery. It's going to be a shot from around 30 yards out, maybe a bit less, from Octavian Popescu, and he sent another one over the top. He's had a bright second half since coming on, but it's just not been his day. It's not been his side's day. And FCSB are going to drop to 13th in the table, and Rangers are going to overtake them, sitting 11th on 6 points with a +3 goal difference. FCSB on 6 points with a 0 goal difference, as I mentioned. Only Lazio, Tottenham and Anderlecht with 3 wins from 3 as things stand. Could be a couple of late goals to change that. Manchester United down in 21st with 3 draws from 3, unless there's going to be late drama in Istanbul. It's job done for Rangers, and the home end and the away end are thinning out now. It's a game long over as a contest. It has finished, in fact, 1-1 in Turkey between Fenerbahce and Manchester United. Tottenham as well, winning by 1-0. And we are just seeing out the final seconds of what's been a really positive night for Rangers. They needed a response. Perhaps FCSB helped them out somewhat with their team selection, but can't take anything away from Rangers. A really professional performance from them, a complete performance, an entertaining one as well. And the referee does blow his final whistle, and Philippe Clement can rest easy this evening. He's going to take his team to St. Mirren of the weekend on the back of a 4-0 win against FCSB of Romania.